Hello everyone, and welcome to another unboxing and review of another latest action figure I picked up. It is the DC Multiverse Wonder Woman. This is the golden armor version, which we will be seeing in the upcoming Wonder Woman 1984 movie. So before I begin, I just want to say that this is by a company called Mcfarlane Toys. The artist Todd McFarlane was well known for the Spawn comics, for some of the Spider-Man ones. And he actually made a lot of figures in the early 2000s, which I really like. And even for today's standards, these are great looking figures. I really like the sculpt of these. The only thing was they lacked articulation. I just want to show you the box. I actually quite like the design. They've got this blue comic type background, which matches well with this golden armor. On the side, it does say Wonder Woman 1984 golden armor. On this side, we have the name, the logo. And then on the back, they actually have a real photo. And then at the bottom, it shows you can collect some of the other ones. So you can see it's a really nice box. I really like this background. So now that we've done the unboxing, we can take a look at the items included. So first we have the stand. It was a two-piece which I connected together. It feels pretty solid. I'm guessing this is for the flight poses. There is a peg for the standing pose. There's also a DC logo on there. So overall it's a pretty solid stand. So that's a good start. And then we have a collectibles card, which I think they included in all the McFarlane DC figures. So it's a photo of the character. So I do like what Mcfarlane have done here. On the back, there is a data file. So I think this will go well with the figure. Then we have the wings, which I will go into a bit more detail a bit later on. And here is the action figure itself. And overall, I do like the sculpt of this. It is a lot taller than I expected, so I don't think it will scale with the rest of my DC figures. Now, I don't know how accurate it is. Maybe they just based it on the trailers and the promotion photos, or maybe McFarlane had the rights with DC to take a look at the full armor. The face sculpt, I know a lot of people complained that it didn't look like Gal Gadot. I think it's not bad, to be honest. So we're going to test out the articulation. Of course, McFarlane have improved on articulation nowadays, and they're going to have no choice but to do a really good one, especially in 2020 if they want to compete with the other companies. So it does a full rotation, and it has side to side pivot, so it can go forwards, backwards slightly. So there's two shoulder pads, they can be pushed upwards. There's actually some rubber material, but you can move the arms sideways, upwards pretty well. A full rotation, they do bend. And then we have the hands, which have full rotation, and also a pivot, which goes in pretty well. And then for the top half of the body, it's a very smooth articulation, and it can go backwards this much, downwards not a lot. And then the bottom half of the body, there's no rotation, but I believe it can go side to side. For the legs, it can go forwards, backwards. They do bend, although there's no rotation on the leg, but there is rotation on the foot. And also it bends forwards as well for the toes. And we can now take a look at the wings. It's not a hard plastic, it is a solid one, and it does actually bend. It gives it a bit more flexibility to probably do the poses. But anyways, this is the wings. There's even some articulation on there, so you can actually move it backwards, downwards as well. So now for my overall opinion of the Wonder Woman 84 Golden Armor version by McFarlane Toys. I'm going to say it surpasses my expectations. It's a lot better in person when you get a closer look of the figure. I get a good feel of it. It's a lot better than the promotion photos. I like the overall sculpt of the armor, the paint. Of course, we don't know how accurate it is compared to the movie. We're going to have to wait and see. I'm going to be positive on the face and say that it does resemble Gal Gadot. That's one of the main reasons I didn't pick up the other McFarlane Wonder Woman, was because of the face sculpt. But this one I think they got right. Maybe the helmet does take away the attention slightly. In terms of the articulation, I do like it. It's a lot improved compared to my latest Mcfarlane figure, which was made in 2003. So this one I'm happy with. They've even got articulation on the wings, so there's a lot more flexibility for the flight poses. And of course I do like the collectible card they included as well. Now in terms of the negatives or the disappointments, I'm going to say the figure doesn't stand that well without the stand. Especially when you put on the wings, it weighs down the figure slightly, so it doesn't stand as well. Maybe when the wings are off, it's slightly better. In terms of how accurate the hair is, it seems a bit short to me. I know you can't really see it because it's on the back, but if you look at the card and look at some of the promotion photos, sometimes it's moved to the side. And the other thing is there's no accessories. Of course, her iconic weapons, the sword, the shield, the lasso, these are all not included, but I guess they're just basing it off the trailers. So overall, I'm going to give this figure a solid 7.5 out of 10, considering the price I paid for this and what I expected. So if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more action figure reviews, news, toy hunts. That's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.